What is up, guys? It's Ultimate553 here, and today I'm doing reviewed number 18, and I'm going to be reviewing Thor: The Dark World, the sequel to Thor, and the second movie in Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the 8th Marvel movie overall.
So when I think of Thor: The Dark World, well, it set up for a lot of things. It was one of those movies that a lot of action in it, really. I mean, a lot of just, plus it had more of Asgard too, was awesome, like a lot more Asgard than I was normally used to, because the first movie did not have as much Asgard in it, but it was still really good. And there's so much about this movie that I liked. There was even a cameo by Chris Evans as Captain America. There was a scene in the movie where Loki is kind of playing Thor a bit. He's trying to I guess joke around, and he ends up transforming into Captain America. Like, I think it's like a scene where a pillar is shown, and then so you have Loki here, and then the pillar is like, in those movies where you have like some kind of like pillar or some kind of like thing that gets in the way, and then suddenly the character transforms or something like that. Something like that. And so what happens is there's a pillar in the way, and it goes past Thor, Loki, not Thor, Loki, and then it transforms into Captain America, and it starts talking, and I guess something about that I have to do with the Battle of New York, because this is the second movie where they mention the Battle of New York, because this is one of 3 movies that takes place after the Avengers. The next being Captain America, Winter Soldier, which I'll review next week. And so this movie referenced that completely. A more the same kind of thing. Destruction has more of Asgard. Basically the same narration as the first one with Odin. However, this movie was changed a bit differently. So on the past Marvel movies, you just have the standard, like the comic book Flash was like, and you have the band, you have all the stuff, and then you have the Marvel movie, the Marvel logos slowly kind of embroidered out with I can't think it's a red Marvel logo or a blue white one. I think it's a white one. And then embroidered it, and then it says Marvel Studios. However, for this one, this is different because what happened was they changed it by adding this new effect. So now of course nowadays it's been like this forever, but it wasn't until for the Dark World that Marvel Studios actually implemented this into the logo intro. And so you have this kind of like this 3D logo that starts like going. It's like, I think it's like I guess it's like one of the ones. It's also one of the Avengers, or at least the second one. But I mean that tune just sounds like a superhero. It really does. Kind of comic. I don't read the comics, like I said before, on this show here, but I know enough. But it was the first movie that actually debuted this intro, and it's really cool. I mean, I love it. I love to see it. I love this. I mean, we've actually implemented this same logo in the Netflix shows and the ABC shows, but it's not as like long. It's like kind of like it's really kind of quick. But this one was just cool because it's the first time you actually see something new in a Marvel movie. Specifically in the Avengers universe, because that's what this is part of, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, apart from the new logo, the awesome new logo with the new thing, you have a lot of action, the same kind of thing. You got Christopher Eccleston who played the Doctor in series 1 of Doctor Who: The Arrival. He played the Ninth Doctor. For those of you who don't know who Doctor Who is, or what he played, that's obvious. That should be obvious. Um, but yeah, he's known as the Doctor, and in seeing this movie, I just imagined him as the Doctor with a wig and makeup or whatever he was wearing, like prosthetics, like white something, whatever it is. It just because of a little thing on his right here, I think. There's a little like thing, and that's like, oh my gosh, that's the Doctor. It's like, oh my god, it's a the Doctor is an elf or something. It's like really funny because but overall, the characters were the same. They had to recast one of the Thor's friends, who was played by Josh Dallas in the first movie. And Josh Dallas is actually known for Once Upon a Time, which is my favorite fairy tale drama. Or, yeah, one of my favorite TV shows based on it's a fairy tale drama. By the way, check that out. It's a good show. I might actually do a review on that. Some movies I might. Several TV shows I have teased and I do a review on. I just don't know if I will do it yet. I'll let you know. Or I might let you know and just do it anyway. Um, but this movie was great. It had Loki in it, who because Jane Foster is for the first time he comes to Asgard, and Loki's there, and she greets Loki with a slap in the face. It's like, that's for New York, because she knows that he caused New York to be like she knows that Jane Foster knows that Loki is responsible for New York because he was the villain in the Avengers. Hence the reason why this is the second movie where they've mentioned a past event. Like they've mentioned the second movie in phase two at least that they've mentioned a previous event like the Avengers, about New York. And that was if you saw um, my Iron Man 3 review, would know what I'm talking about. So this is really great. I mean, I love the cameo by Chris Evans as Captain America. That was so awesome. There's also the introduction of more. It's more of an introduction of the Infinity Stones. You kind of get it. Um, you briefly see the Infinity Gauntlet in Thor, like I I think I said that in my Thor review. I mentioned that this is the first time you actually hear about anything to do with the Infinity Stones. You don't know what like because you so the it's ether, and it's the first time you actually see anything that has to do with the Infinity Stones, and that's big because um, the Infinity Stones are all what shapes up Infinity War, which is the third Avengers movie. You should know about by now because there's the whole tease thing. But this is the first time it's happened, and of course Jane is one who's come to it, succumbs to it. And so it's just like about. I mean, it's great. I mean, obviously Thor's armor changes because every superhero, every superhero solo movie is going to change, and this is a solo movie. Um, but yeah, there was a lot about this movie I liked. Not a lot I hated, honestly. There was a more of Loki in this one. I mean, well, more or less. I don't know. The first one really didn't have any more or less of Loki than this one had. But this is the first time where Thor has to team up with Loki, given the Loki, um, kind of like the Batman of the Marvel Universe in a way. Not, I mean, he's one of two characters in the Marvel Universe that is like the Batman of the Marvel Universe, and that's Professor X and Loki. Loki is one of the guys who just, I mean, you saw him die at the end of Thor, and you saw him like let go into the void or whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh, that means Loki's dead. Nope, he survives. He always survives. And in this movie, at the end of this movie, you see, of course, because in the movie, Loki dies, um, but not after Thor gets his hand chopped off, which is totally Star Wars. I'm noticing that's happening in Star Wars. They're doing a lot of that in the movie, but so it started with Thor getting his hand chopped off, and then he had Loki dying for the first time, like actually dying. Yeah, nope, that didn't happen because you know what? Loki. I keep saying Thor. Loki is invincible basically because he always survives, like all the time. There's never a time where he doesn't survive. So that's just it's always been a thing. Loki just been the one character to survive because at the end of Thor you have him disguised as Odin. I don't know how he does that. I guess it's like a hologram or something. Like he's able to like disguise himself as someone else. I guess that's a way of. I think it's like a mystique thing. I guess that's an Easter egg right there, like a sort of mystique thing. I guess I don't really know. It doesn't really make sense. But yeah, he survives even though he thought he was killed. So there you go. There's something else for you. It's also the first time you see Jane actually come to Asgard. I think I mentioned it in a few minutes ago, so Jane comes to Asgard and she actually gets out of Earth clothes into Asgardian clothes because apparently I don't know why she has to have Asgardian clothes. Apparently that's like a necessary thing, but I thought it was pretty cool. I love the dark elves in this one. It was really nasty. Also, um, this is actually a character that gets two characters that get killed off in this one, but one character that actually doesn't get killed off, even though you think he is. So, first of all, you have Thor's mother, who gets killed off in this one, but Thor, again, he gets quote, killed off. Not really. Um, but what I mean by that is that he never really does get killed off. Like I just mentioned earlier, he just survives always. There's just so much potential. And there's also a scene in the movie where Loki's actually like he looks fine. He looks like he's just like always trying to have someone to talk to like talk evilly to. And then Thor, I keep saying that Thor, not Loki, Thor. I keep getting them to mix around. Sorry if I do that. But Thor, find I don't know how he does it, but because I think it's Sif, Lady Sif, who's one of Thor's best friends. So I guess how it's going. Um, she talks to him, and I think it's either that or Thor's mother, who I can't actually. I think it's a female. I don't know. No, that's the wrong one. I think it's the wrong mythology. I think I can't remember what Thor's mother's name is. Leave in the comments down below if you remember what his mother's her, well there's a female Thor in the comments. um, let me know in the comments below let me know give me an answer of who Thor's mom is before I look it up. I'll just look it up anyway, but let me know in the comments below. Um, but because she comes, I think it's either no, not Odin. I'm pretty sure it's Thor's mom who goes by and like something about Odin or something, and it turns out, and then the whole time it's actually Loki on the floor, looking just terrible, um, because he's, I guess, the Avengers good got him or something. I can't remember. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I haven't seen the movie in not a whole. I mean, it's been months and months, but I do remember most of it. Most of these reviews are actually going to be a lot of movies that I haven't seen recently, but I have remember a lot of them. That's because I have a really good memory. Well, most of the time anyway. Um, but there's just yeah. So he like says like reveal your true self, and so you have Thor standing on the glass because there's a area in Asgard where it's like a prison or something. It's kind of like a prison, yeah, basically. And so that happens, and he I guess his hologram just yeah, his hologram because it's a hologram, so it disappears into the real Loki, and then I love the quote. I mean, there's a really great quote from the movie. It's you must be truly desperate to come from his help. It's like that's the best line ever. It's like you must be really desperate to come to me. It's like you must be really like begging to have for help if you want to come to me because it's like I'll be the last person to. He's like it's like as though he's like it's like Loki will be the last person Thor will go to um, for that. But overall, the movie was great. I liked it. It had the same kind of thing where Marvel Easter egg where Thor will return. I think it was something about it, and then really goes on. But it's the same kind of thing. I think this is also the first time you actually learn about Loki, where he came from. Um, that's pretty cool. I love that part. Um, yeah, there's not much else. I love the character of Malekith, or Malekith. I can't remember how to pronounce that. Played by Chris Eccleston, who is phenomenal job as a character. Really amazing. Um, I just love that character because I just looked at him as though he was a doctor because he was the doctor in series one of Doctor Who. But there was actually a really great scene where he was on the subway, I think, and he asked a lady, um, he asked a lady where a certain place is, and she's like over there, and then he's like thanks, and then she touches his breastplate, which is the little thing that's on his body or something, and she's like sorry, and he's like I can't remember what he said something, but it's like it's okay or something like that, and because he's like so super hot or something before he lived in or something. Um, so yeah, that was great. There's also a great battle for this is actually a tie-in. So after this movie, there's a tie-in between Agents of Shield. I mean, I like how they're doing that with the comics now, rather than the comic book adaptations, where they're tying in from the TV shows to the movies. The first time we actually, well, yeah, I believe this is the first time they actually do that, where they tie it in, because in Agents of Shield, there's an episode where they're cleaning up from bad images for the Dark World. Because there's a scene in the movie where there's a huge ship and it has like a dark house on it, and they're like basically destroying Earth or something. Something wants to stop that. Um, that's pretty crazy. But there's a lot to this movie that I liked. There's not a whole lot I hated either. Just more of I liked about it. It was really good. Very well done. I recommend it. It was really good because especially the Chris Eccleston casting. That was really awesome. Um, trying to think of anything else. There's not much else that I can think of that I really remember. Yeah. Um, so yeah, For the Dark World. It was a really good movie. I mean, I'm probably gonna say that for a lot of movies that I review here, but it was very good. And I really recommend it for a lot of people. It had a lot of characters. I was kind of what I really can't stand in movies is when they recast people. That just doesn't work. So because like I said before, they recast Josh Ellis, who was played one of his friends, and I think he's played in this movie by Zachary Levi, who's actually he played a character in Alvin and Chipmunks 2, yeah, 2, the sequel. It was a good movie. Um, I mean, even regardless of whether they recast people, it's still a good movie. But I'm bothered by it when they don't explain anything too, and they had to recast them, and they don't have and they have basically the recasting part of it. I don't know when they do that. It's like why do they keep doing that? It's just ridiculous. I just hate it. I just don't really get it. I did like the scenes between Thor and Lady Sif because I know there's a big bond between those characters. There always has been. Even the fight scenes, the beginning of the movie was great because it had a whole huge fight between this huge Goliath with a thing and Thor and a whole bunch of other characters. And I think you even had Lady Sif with the sword. I mean, that's pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. Uh, there's also I think from the trailer, there was a scene where he's like, "I told you I would return," and he comes back, and that was awesome. That was from the trailer. There's also a really cool scene where, and it's actually from the trailer when I saw it initially, and that was with, so there was a scene where someone touches a truck and it levitates or something, and there's like a portal, and like they check their car keys or something like that, and it's like that's not the car keys. It's like I love that effect where they it's like this portal or something. It's really cool. So I mean, like I said before, it's also the introduction of one of the so a Simpsons that actually becomes one of the Infinity Stones, part of the Infinity Gauntlet, which is set up for Infinity War, um, which is really cool because that's part. The Ether is one of the Infinity Stones. I think it's the Soul Gem. I think I don't know. It's pretty crazy how all this stuff works puts together. But it was really cool. Also, the very end of the movie and the post-credit scene. One memorable thing about the movie was it's the first introduction of the Collector, and there's actually the Collector is one character that collects like everything for every Marvel Easter egg you can think of, like just everything. Because the credit scene you have I think it's Guillermo del Toro. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's one of those. It's a Mexican name. I can't even pronounce it. But it there's a scene where the scene is where I think it's Lady Sif and one of the beard guys of Forge Company. Um, I like they have a box or something and it contains the ether, or they have a box or some kind of thing to hold the ether, and they give the collector the ether, and he's like, and then he's like looking, he's like bowing, and then they leave, and then he's like, one down, five to go, and that's a reference to the Infinity Stones because that is part of it. Because I think he's one of the guys who is collecting. I mean, my theory is that he's collecting stones for Thanos because that's kind of part of it. Because the collector is one of the guys that like has every Marvel thing in it, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, there's also a scene. There's one more scene that I want to talk about, and that was the scene where you have you have. I think it's maybe it might be actually before one. Um, but I'll still say it. No, I'm pretty sure that's Thor 1. Well, anyway, so I think even if it is Thor 1, I'll mention it because I should have mentioned it when I was doing my Thor review. There's a scene in Thor 1, I'm pretty sure, where you have Thor's friends coming down to Earth, and you have these two guys on the roof, and he's like, what is this? I think it's either a circus in town or this is a costume party or something, because they're dressed in like medieval weird stuff and like that. Um, so yeah, it's kind of really about it for that. Anyway, I thought this movie was really well done. It had good, well, like I said before, I don't really care about the script or anything. This is a movie for it to become this movie. Um, and like I said before, I don't really feel like Thor is that much of a superhero. I know he's one of those. He's a superhero, but I don't really feel like it was super. I felt it was like that. But it doesn't matter. It was a good movie. I had a good casting. Chris Hemsworth back, the same casting. Although they are in the movie when Thor comes back down to Earth to kiss Jane Foster, that's actually his wife because apparently Anna the Thorman couldn't be there on that day to film that scene. So they had to replace that the character with Chris Hemsworth's wife in a wig, a brown wig, because brown hair, because that's what Natalie Portman, this character had. Jane Foster had brown hair, so there you go. That's really kind of it. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for watching this week's episode of Reviewed. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe on my channel. Um, and, what else? Oh yeah, how would I rate this? Well, ooh, that's a tough one. Well, really, the only one I can really think of that is going to be appropriate, is a 7 out of 10. Simply because I didn't hate it, but I think it's some of the casting and the, I don't know. I guess it just seems right, really. Um, so yeah, that's all I can say for that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.